Hi, I'm back. I'm Jill with Copycat Crafts by Jill, and we are on part 4. This is pretty exciting for me because I think we can get this done. um, so here's the original, and today we'll be working on this page in this remake, as well as just tidying up a little bit, little odds and ends and things. We still have work to do throughout. I did swap out the very thin brown string for, I didn't have any brown string, so I just took my white string and ran it through my ground espresso and dirtied it up. I really wanted something grungy, and that fit the bill. Once I put it in, I did then glue down the edges because in the last video I left those up just in case I wanted to change those out, which I did. But this is actually the page which we will be working on, which is why I took the knots, the bows out, because that way we can flip it and work on this page. Now, to save time, I did cut my two. I did not ink them. They will go like this, and they will open like this. And then inside, which I will show you. Here's the original. So when you open this, this flips open, this flips open. These are the two flaps. And then we have a pocket here that was torn, and a pocket here which was torn. So I have just some ephemera in there. These are more decorative and may or may not be doing the same on the recreate, but this is what we'll be creating. So I'll just put this, I guess, up there. And I only made the two flaps, didn't even ink them. However, I did round the corners so that I knew where they belonged, and they will go like this. So we will get started on that. You may notice I'm very inky. I did start to ink some of the pieces that I may or may not use. I just wanted to be a little prepared. So I was inking some of the pieces because I am hoping that we can get this page done and some of these pieces put in where we want them. So I'll just get them out of my way. There are a lot. I also put this together for here. It's, if you notice, I have those two and a tab. I also put one here and a tab. So I did have them, but I also got them all. Ended up getting them all over the place. But this one will then come here. This one will come here, and I will cut this down or fold it under. It just depends what I feel like. And then I do have this one, and all I did was put a piece of the black cardstock that is sandable from Tim Holtz. Now I glued that in, and I glued part of it, but I left enough room to slide it on. And the reason I wanted that with black and that with black is because on the front page. We have that with black. So I just want to keep it cohesive. How I made them is just cardstock file folder pages. And if you don't have the Cricut die cut from Viba Vintage, which makes pieces like this and this, and I cut them down. What I was making, let's see if I have one here. I just made that from a piece of the file folder, and I rounded the corners. I made it as long as I wanted it, and I round the corners. And if you want a slightly fatter one, thicker one, you just cut a strip off your file folder, and you can make these. Then punch a hole in it with your hole puncher. Any hole puncher, pick the size hole you want and punch a hole in both ends, and you have these. But that can add up to a lot of work when you're making a file folder and using these on every page. So if you do have a Cricut or paper cutter of some sort, you may want to check into the digital download from Viba Vintage, which I will put all the links in my description. But anyway, those are over there. I'll keep them over there. Okay, so we're coming back here. So first I glue these down. Then I will pick papers to be my pockets, and we will get them cut up and glued where we want them. But first we will, before I even glue them down, I want to ink them. I didn't want to work ahead too far, and sometimes when I'm working ahead, I forget I'm working ahead, and I end up starting to glue things I shouldn't, and I get too far ahead, so that's not what I wanted to do. So let's put this back together here, just so we can move it out of the way a little. And I will ink. I just put a new ink sponge on my inker and on my dauber, and I'm not used to these sponges. I had felt, and with the felt I could really I could lay it down, and the felt just slides all over the paper quite easy, or paper, it's not paper, and this sponge doesn't, but I'll make it work as long as it gets ink on there, huh? So I'll just ink that up both sides. I'm just trying to decide. I think I will round my corner up here for when I glue that down. And over here, I think I still want to round that one as well. Okay, I want to do both sides, so I won't have to ink these quite as heavy, but I do want to bend the hinge backwards and just ink on the hinge. I did have a couple questions on what cardstock I'm using, and I wish I would have grabbed the plastic from it, but I didn't. I just buy the big pack at Walmart. It's 110 pound. It also is 199 GSM, and you have to be careful because they do have a thinner one, and this is thin enough, they seem to keep making it thinner. I don't know. You would think at 199 GSM that would be quite thick, but it's not. Hold on. Okay. Just have to let the cat into her room. She's such a princess. Anyway, the reason it doesn't bother me that it's, you know, that I get a little mad that it's thin is till we double it up with pockets and, you know, put one on top of another, and it really does stiffen it up quite nicely. So it ends up being fine. But if I used thick paper for pockets or anything like that, well, I wouldn't. I just use this, exactly this. So I use this for everything. The tags, not the ephemera. The ephemera is whatever I have, and some of the ephemera is cardstock. Some is Tim Holtz ephemera, you know, just ephemera from around. But I make all my pockets, everything out of this. It's white. I print on both sides, usually, unless I know I don't have to. If it's going to be a pocket that gets glued down totally, I don't have to print on the back. But okay, and I wanted them 2 separate colors, which I got. I did not pick out for the 2 pockets. I figured I could do that once these are in, and they go on. Let's be clear here. They go on the back of this envelope that I have 3 notches in. It's why I took out the bows, just to make it a little more easier. If you didn't put your string in, you're probably better off, because you can glue all your stuff on without the knots on the string. But I seem to enjoy making it harder on myself, making it a little more of a challenge. So, okay, just see where I need glue. This is clear, and it's very jelly-like, so it's very thick and jelly-like. And it is, I can try have it right side up. Okay, yep, okay, this is right side up. Okay, need to glue on anything upside down. Okay, we want to glue it as close to the edge as we can without going over. Some of this will get covered with the 2 pockets that we put on. Okay, some more glue. Anyway, this is very thick. It doesn't run, which I like, but it's hard to see because it's totally clear, and it dries super quick, which I love, but yet it does give me more than enough time to unch it around if I need to unch. And I usually do need to. I'm not a stick it down perfect the first time kind of gal. So, okay. So we have our 2 flippy flaps. I know I made this for this. I will also put one on here. This is already pre-made. Again, I used 2 pieces of the file folder glued together. I just cut these circles out with my punch, and I cut these out a while ago with my punch, and these are the black paper that you can sand from Tim Holtz, and I glued those 3 together. Then on the back I glued 2 of the whole reinforcers together and glued that on. So when I put this down, that tiny little spacer will help to keep this off the paper just enough to get your string around there. And I'm going to put this on here, and this gets flattened. I'll probably trim these, and that will all get glued down, and I just have to decide how far out into the page I want it. I don't want it that far, probably just depends if I want it. I don't want it quite in the middle. I want it down a little bit, and I want it about like that. So that's probably where I'll put it, and I'll trim it first, ink it, and glue it down. First I need to cut these, so I do have my cutter. And I just got these at Walmart, and then I used them on where I shouldn't have, and then I had to have my husband sharpen them, and he wasn't sure if he could sharpen them good, but they work fine, so I'm happy. Let's see, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. I always get back to everyone. Let's see. Oh, that's a little, I mean, the pocket that you want to put here, you want it to fit within the 2 flaps and not buckle anything, but that's a little too loose. I thought I got lucky there, but okay, that's more the right size. So I think I'll do this, and I'm going to rip it. So how high do I want to rip it? These are all just cut-offs from making this, and that's what I'm kind of going through. That's a cut-off. I inked it. All these are cut-offs that I have, and tags. I have a zillion. These come with tags, and then I always print them smaller as well, so I have double the tags. I'm just going to rip it real organic like, and just see if that's about where I want it. I'm gonna ink it and see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't quite. And I like to ink really dark, especially for this one. So if you're not inking, you really are saving yourself a lot of work and ink. But I really want the edges to kind of look almost burnty, that they're so dark, because the paper has a lot going on, a lot of color. It's, even though there aren't huge amounts of colors, it's a lot of color, and it's very busy. So I really want to make the pieces to define where the pocket is. Now we need another pocket. Let me go through my my stash here. So it would be the same size as that. I don't know if that's going to be big enough. Put that there. Well, I guess I would like a small pocket, and I will just rip off a little bit. Doesn't have to be a large pocket, does it? All right, so somewhere here we have to trim it. What did I do with my pencil? How can I lose so many pencils? All right, let me just see if that's close to this piece, because they should be close to the same size. Where's my mark? Right there. It's a little bit bigger. Just want to double check, right? Measure twice, measure one more twice more, and then cut. All right, going to the, it's okay if it's a little bit smaller. You just don't want it running into those sides. Throw that away. We will so I've had let's see, what other questions did I have? Mainly about the cardstock, which it's real easy, and I always end up, when I first print, thinking, you know, gosh, this cardstock is so flimsy, but till you're done gluing pockets on and extra borders and just all kinds of, it ends up being quite fine. Okay, I think that's how we want it. Glue the bottom on first. Always hold it where I don't want the glue. That would have been pretty. All right, stick to the plan. Stick to the program here, Jill. Whoop. Okay. You know, I kind of fell behind watching a lot of my favorite creators, and I kind of fell behind when I was having trouble with my sound. And between having trouble with my sound and then working on my own projects and preparing, just ended up falling behind. So I'm not sure when I'll be able to catch up. All right. Okay. Just pull this down a little. I think I want it right about here. This is going to be the hardest part, is just eyeballing the straightness. I may have to come back with my glue eraser, and that's okay. That's okay. We will do that. Okay. Still feel it down here, but we can deal with that in a little bit. Okay. So now we have that. I'm going to decide where I want this, because this is more of a major piece. And again, it's more just eyeballing it and what I want. It's nothing. So you can pick where you want yours. You can put it smack in the middle. You can put it wherever your heart desires. really darken it up. I can really push that down because I have my spacer there, and I picked kind of a heavier duty string, so I better be careful. But I'm going to glue this down. Okay. Yeah, it's still moving around freely, so we are okay. I want it right on the edge and right below center. I don't want it right at center. Right there on the edge. Then I take, if I can find it, my little thing, and I just sort of, something skinny. You can use whatever you have. If that, usually I end up having nothing skinny enough sitting on my desk. So, all right, making sure, just checking. I think it's safe to use. That's not quite skinny enough. Okay, just wanted to, since it is like that jelly glue, it does tend to give too much sometimes, too much time to move it around. So I just want to make sure. I believe this one is for over here and for the string. And what I might do is, let me just find a piece of string here. This does not necessarily have to be for this. I'm just using it, and you'll see why in a second. What I want to do is just kind of find, if you were to put it around where this would be, about there. Okay, let me just mark this, because my string will go on this. This is where my string goes. So I'm gonna put it through here if I can. Maybe the other end will be more, a little more willing to work with me, but if not, well, we'll just have to get bully with it. Whoop. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm just gonna put a little knot in here. I know I have to, I have to maneuver all kinds of ways to do it, but I eventually get it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I put it right by my little mark. That's where it will go. So let's get that down. Okay. There we go. Just make sure it's, yep, in. Give it a little hold. There it is. You can trim off that little piece. Okay, then now that I have that down, now I can decide if I want this up here. And I only left it unglued a little bit, but I can decide if I want it, where I want it. Do I want it up here? I thought I had, oh, I do. I picked a few just in case I wanted to decorate it up a little bit. I could put something like that with a little bit more dark string on it. I could put something like that, but I thought that just seemed a little big to me. I could put something like that, and I thought that was a little too big. I actually liked this. I don't have to totally glue it flat. I can put 2 little pieces of string in there, only glue that part down, and just sort of have it like a little tuck spot. So I might do that. If I do that on the bottom, I'm going to keep this closer to the top. And then on my other one, I did put one more, like up here, a short one, because I kind of like that look, that it's short. I can put just a piece of decorative string, but to do that, I will probably do that later. Same with these, to get little pieces of string through there. I'll probably do that later as well, but that may be my plan. So I'm gonna figure out and get some glue in here, get this glued down. All right, gotta clean my glue. Okay, whoop. Get some glue on both sides. Okay. I'm gonna put that. Where are you? There you are. Yep, I'm gonna put that in. Okay. Then I do have one more. Let's let that dry for a hair. Don't know where it, here it is. It's going to just put another one over here, and I will probably put either a rub-on, or I'll stamp on it or something. I want to close my ink. So, but for now, I can do that anytime. So I'm just gonna put this where I want it, probably right about here. Put some glue up here. Okay. Get it where you want it. Okay, let that dry a hair. We'll get those other pieces ready, the decorative pieces. In the meantime, we'll just loop that around. Okay, I already looped it 3 times, so I'm just gonna cut that off so it's not that dangly. All right. Now what I did do is I didn't put the string through them, but I did want to just see how these fit in. They have to be fairly close, but I can trim them if I have to. So I didn't want to put string in them just in case I have to maneuver anything. But that looks about right. And then these would get tied, which I probably shouldn't be involving you while I try to do this. Usually doesn't come out well. It's quicker than normal. Also, anywhere on here you can take these little die cut pieces and let me see, like if you took one like this, and you could actually just decorate anywhere you want. Just glue it on. If you want to put a brad like I did there, you just put a brad through one side and then glue it on that way, because you can't put the brad through it. Same with this, will go like this. And what I did do is, let me bring this one over. This one, I put that there. And I was going to do that and put it here. I was even going to cut this down a little bit. I thought it was a little long. But then I had accidentally made this piece, and I thought, well, I glued printed vellum, so that is just vellum that I printed on, and was just sort of wondering if I wanted to add another flip instead of this. You know, I could even add that if I wanted, or I could take another, this isn't the same, but take another one of these, put it on. So I was toying with that idea, and I would need a back on this, which would be no, that's too little. That would be too little. But see if I put a white back on it. I think that looks best. And if I put a white back on it and flipped it up, I could just make this another pocket, or a pocket over here. Even if I put a little notch in it, it could be an extra pocket. So I'm debating about that. What do you think about that? So I think with the extra, no, I don't have one laying out. I would have to get one, which, as many as I have, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. So if I just want to see what that looks like before I nay or yay it. I will say, once you're used to using felt, it's kind of hard to get used to these spongy ones, because the felt really just glides much more quicker. There's no resistance. Okay. Again, these would probably get a rub on, or so I would most likely just put this like that. I think I'm going to go for that, so I just need to figure out if this is the piece I want to put here or not. If I make it a pocket this way, I did put tape there so it can't catch. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Make it your own. And if you don't want to put the extra pocket on it, or you want to leave it, especially if you bought that paper. If you bought that paper, you don't need. You really don't need. And that's the truth. That's one of my favorite papers, and I really enjoyed working. I enjoy working with these papers, but I mean, I really enjoyed those. Okay, then I can glue that on up here. Oh yes, I can. Let's do that. And yes, the pocket's upside down, and we don't care. I mean, the pocket, I glued it on purpose upside down. Oh, where are we? But I'm not worried about anything falling out of it. The packet's so full, nothing will fall out of it. Okay. Get some of that glue off there. Okay. And now I can decide. Okay. All right. Let's put a little bit of glue here. Oh, darn. Okay. Well, guess I'll have to do it on this side first. So let's see if this is where we want it. Or if I want to move it over a hair. To be honest, that's pretty good, I think. I'll let it there. Whoop. Okay. And just that quick, we deviated our plan there. Okay. Get those out of the way. And that doesn't mean that you couldn't still do a decoration of some sort if you wanted to. I kind of like these little pieces that come out of the tabs that have a hole in them, that have a spot in them. And I like these little pieces. I use them to go like that. You can use them, you know, and I will put one on. I usually use this though, where my fingers get in the way. And I add these a lot. I keep all these cutoffs I keep because I use them just like that. Then you can do a tiny little ribbon or a little tiny stamp. Okay, so now I have to let that, because they got strings, but what we can do over here is, oh that's right, I had this, where's it? Okay, I need a pocket for here. So, and I want it brown, so let's dig through my, sounds like I hear a motorcycle. So let's see, what do we have? I want it to be pretty much hidden. I want it to go right under this pocket. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a loud motorcycle outside. It's so loud it almost sounds like thunder. Okay. I don't know, is that gonna be, that may not be long enough. I may have to go this way. Oh yeah, it would still be big enough. Be big enough. I gotta go this way though. Would that be big enough? No. Nope. This way? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Get our pen. Do I want it exactly under there like that? I think I do. Let's see what we did over here. Yes, it's here. So it's the whole length, but it ends where the pockets end. So that's what we want. Oh, I don't have, oh yeah, I do. Okay. Ends where the pocket ends. So we still have our decoration and our tabs. So, which are what? These three are our tabs. I did pull out enough of these, and now did I use one? Because now I'm missing one. I had 3 of those pulled out and ready to go. Now I'm missing one. Anyway, we will get it. Let's get the paper trimmer. Oh, no, here it is. Inked all them ahead of time. All right, our paper. Okay, this ought to be fun. Fun. Get right on that line. Oh, I have extra paper, so if I make a mistake, oh, I have 2 lines here. And I don't know if they're both my lines. I'm gonna have to remeasure because I don't know how I got 2 lines. Must have measured for something else. Okay, so it's that line over there. So this piece of paper must have been a contender for a different thing. Oh, I guess it would have. That doesn't look right. That isn't right. Must have cut it the wrong way. That's fine. We got more papers than I know what to do with because I print out so much extra. But I definitely want brown, so I'm gonna get brown. Did you see me cut that wrong? Did you know I was doing that? I don't know how I did that. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Move it down a hair so it doesn't get caught. Okay, that's where I gotta cut it. Oh, I know why, because I traced it instead of doing this. Aha. Got it. Got it. Then I look for my little mark down here. That's what I did. Alright, let's hope that is the charm. Okay, yep, because we don't want it to impede on that. So now we just got to move this out of the way so that we can ink this. Probably should have put my lid on. Oh, fingers are so full of glue. Everything's sticking to them. That's my sander. Well, guess who's gonna have to get a new sander on there? I guess if I let it dry. All right. Okay, now on my other one I did put a notch. I think I put a notch. Maybe I did. I thought I put a notch, but maybe I didn't put a notch. I'm gonna check, but I don't know if I want. A notch. Just want it dark. Okay. Nope, no notch. Okay. Not that it matters. Okay, do I want that down? Or do I want this down? I guess I'll leave that down. Okay, so over here is going to be the pocket. So, gotta try to get the glue off my hands. Right. Get our glue. Get the glue. Okay. Put that down. Just make sure, yeah, okay. Pretty much where it needs to be. Whoop. Don't move it, Joe. Don't move it. Okay. Yep. Perfect. But these get these and these. So what I did on the first one, so I just glued these on down at the bottom like this. So I put glue here and I opened them and put them inside because you don't want to glue the envelope shut. So we are going to start with the inside. I'm not going to over glue. And I do want them close to the edge like that, and I want them pushed in. Okay, yep. Just want to make sure I didn't get glue on the inside there. Then put some glue on the outside, and really out here I could be using the art glitter glue, because once it's tacked down, it's not going anywhere. Let me put that one up. What did I do? Oh my goodness, this one's glued down upside down. I'm going to have to fix that. And it is a fix. There is a fix. You don't do this for as long as we have and not know a fix. Okay, just scrunch it down a hair. Yeah, like that. There is definitely a fix. We just glue that end shut and open that end. That's hilarious. Had I not noticed it till now? means I wanted, probably because I wanted to look at that thing. But anyway, so yes, I will be opening this end, and I will glue this end. So I don't want to glue that end until I open the other end. Where is my... oh, I put them up here. Let me move these out of the way because I want to see... just see, okay, how, all right, I have to get my, like this and buy that. Oh, oh, oh. Off you go, off you go. Okay, give me a little cutting room here. And we can give this a cut, but I want to, it has to be a controlled cut. So I'm going to put my ruler on it. I really should, well, I really have to be careful here because these you can cut through, even though they're cutting mats, but you can cut right through them. So, whoop. So I just want to, okay, I'm gonna have to turn it around because I am right-handed. And I might just use my cutting mat. Actually had a skinny one from the Dollar Tree, the self-healing thin ones, and I don't know, you know, they're tiny, like 7, 8 inches, something like that. So they're tiny, but I have one. Okay, just I don't want to cut through the folio. See if I, yep, okay, whoop, there, okay, and then just, okay, I can do that with this, my little scissors, my baby scissors. Let's put this under. Leave it like that if I'm going to use my baby scissors on it. Okay, sorry if I get my head in the way. I just don't want to. Okay, there we go, baby scissors. Oh, there it is. All right, now, because usually the glue goes up higher than that, but now it makes it a little bit easier to try and push through. If we can't, we have to take a little more off, but we want to push through. As again, I'm right-handed, so it makes it a little, I just want to glue that down before I, did I get glue on it? Don't want to rip that more, so I just want to get some glue on that. Oh, I pulled it off. Made it wet and pulled it off. Okay, just gotta take your time, don't rush. There's no fire. We don't have to rush anything. Oh, I can see it coming. I just don't. Whoop, there it is. Just gotta go slow. Whoop, there we go. Go slow. Okay, let me clean that up with my little scissors. Again. Love these little things. Okay. There we go. Whoop, almost grabbed my almost grabbed the sander. That's all I would have needed. All right, now we're going to put that piece on. Then we will glue this side shut. But let's find our piece. Put some glue on. This one's going on the inside. Oh, the ink on the inside a little bit. Put it on. Down a little. Okay. Oh, I still got pieces. All right, let's glue the edge here. Closed. Because we got big plans for these pockets. They can't be opened. Important ephemera for them. All right. Now we have to find all of these. Let's see where we put these. Okay, so I wanted them all next to each other, and the first one is a little bit above the decoration piece, so let's try that. I got glue all over my fingers. I'm going to just glue the this piece in. Again, put it in and up. Maybe not quite that far. Get it where we want it. And voila. Okay. Now I just want to see how much room if I put this one here. And then this one would go here. Okay. All right. Just didn't want to glue this one down without checking where it's going to land. Okay. Hold that down. Gonna glue this one. Before I decide going to go. Right about there. Okay. I hope I'm up high enough. Sorry if you couldn't see any. Okay. Then we pull this one. Put some glue here. It's going to go on the inside. tabs are on it, which again we can ink or whatever. Okay, now that we have this also, you know, I have had a thing I wanted to slide right on in there. What did I do with them? Well, they're here somewhere. It was just an envelope. And I wanted to slide the envelope in so that I could make it look nice already. But instead, I guess I'm going to be putting on the Velcro. So let's put the pin in this. I don't know how I'm going to get all this ink off my hand. Hand sanitizer? Does that take ink off or just glue? I guess that's just glue. Okay, I actually have the Velcro piece already on here, right? I did have it on here. Yes. Okay. So it's already on there. We're just gonna put glue on it. Can't quite tell. Oh, I got a fuzzy on it. Glue mixed around. I'm gonna put it about, yep, that's about there. Okay. So we still have the tab. I believe I'm looking for yet. Oh, another tab. Get that tab on just to and it's basically it's done. If you want to see me put in tags and just maybe little odds and ends, let me know. Otherwise, it's ready to have your personal decorations you want to put on it, and stick your tabs on it where you want your tabs and little fancy pieces. She be done. Okay. Which I'm pretty excited about, because every time I can go through it, I find another couple spots to stick some kind of these tabby decoration-y thingies. It's kind of my thing. And I did have, okay, these, which I just wanted to these came with this kit. I did cut them down. You get big ones and you get smaller ones, and I did cut them down because they were just a little long. So have them like that, and like I said, I have that. I'm gonna make another one of these because I want one for down here, and I want to put string on it. So I'm gonna put that on it. but I want to put a string on it. And I don't know, I might even just do one of these. I don't know. I'll have to sit down and think about it, what I want to do. There it is, pretty much done. Put that up. Whoop. Anyway, let's give it one more. So put that up. This is where I might decide to put like that. Put a little pocket. When I glue this in, sometimes I take a little label and glue it behind it. Then when I glue it down, I glue it only on 3 sides so it can still be a pocket. So I may do that. I'll probably definitely add some sort of little decoration over there. Over here as well, I did have a thing to put in there. Don't know where it is right now. We did this tonight. So I'm gonna have rub-on or stamps and fill this, and I will decorate on the sides with something. Open this up. We did put that in with a pocket. We have, I'll probably still put something here, and then we have that giant pocket, which we dig out some of these little tags that I have. Like I said, there's a whole bunch, comes with the kit. I printed them out smaller as well, because when you rip the pages and you only have a small area sticking out. So we have all these. There's more, I just didn't grab them. We have this giant pocket, and we have this baby pocket here. Then we have the big pocket in the back, which I didn't even put anything, in this one on the back. Close that. Whoop, let me close that before I... Still didn't put nothing in there, but I will. But I'm going to add the same type of closure, only I may use one of the small tickets. Not that one, but probably a blue one. Maybe. Yep, blue. I'll probably just do the same thing I did for this, only I'll use a ticket. Glued it on, put brads, scored it around, and put the Velcro on it. That's what I'll probably do right here. Okay, well, I guess we're done. All I have to do is decorate it, and if you worked along with me, all you have is to decorate yours as well. So happy crafting, stay creative, and hugs.